Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyra, and here on my channel we're all about real makeup for real life and real people like us. So today's video is my month in review for the month of March. If you're new to my channel, this is a series that I do every single month at the end of the month, sharing with you things I've been loving, things I haven't been loving, and that does not necessarily mean new makeup, new releases, new products I tried that month. Sometimes it's otherwise, and that will be the case today. But before we get into that, if you are new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing today if you like what you see, and then you'll be able to find the rest of my videos more easily on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday when I upload. So let's go ahead and talk about my tops from the month. The first one is actually just playing with my oldest palette in my collection. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I put the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette into my monochromatic project pan for the month of March, and my goal was to create 3 looks with this palette, and I did. And I also used it throughout the month when I felt like there was a color in here that would add interest or, complement a look that I was creating otherwise. I mean, I don't know that any of you haven't seen this, but this is of course what it looks like. And the other thing that I wanted to do this month with this palette is decide if there is a shade inside that I'd like to hit pan on. Now, of course, I could pick one of these sort of lighter shades over here, and that might be really easy. But I think maybe I want to either hit pan on this shade Luscious right here, or one of these two like mid-tone browns. This one's a little cooler, this one's a little warmer. This is the one that I have over most of my lid today, with a little bit of Luscious on the inner part of the lid. The other shade I had thought about was this shade right here, which is Nectar, and it's just one of my favorite inner corner highlights of all time. It is the inner corner highlight that I have on today. I also really love White Peach for an inner corner highlight. So I'm gonna think more on this, and I will probably update you if I decide to add this to 21 pans in 2021. I'll go ahead and update you over on Instagram because we're only doing bi-monthly updates. I probably am not going to wait until May to roll this into the project if I do. So, keep an eye out over on Instagram. I hope you're following me over there. It's at Journey in Beauty. And so I just really enjoyed digging into this month. I feel like the quality is still there, so I'm very pleased about that. And I just had fun being reunited. This is also a palette that's very special to me because my husband bought this for me, and it was my very, very first high-end eyeshadow palette. So I had fun playing with that this month, and I'm definitely seriously considering working on hitting pan in at least one shade in that palette. Next, another product from a project pan, which I think is lending to why I am so freaking excited and happy and having fun at panning this year. And that is that I am working on products that I really love. This one is horribly covered in fingerprints. Hold please. It is my Fenty Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Bronzer in the shade Butta Biscuit. This might be a titch of a spoiler. This is in Partners in Cream, which is a project that I'm doing this year that is all cream or liquid products because they tend to go bad or expire more quickly than powders. And I'm just trying to hit pan on this. And meanwhile, I freaking love this. Like, it is the cream bronzer I have on today, but I also have another project pan bronzer over top just a little bit. but this is so easy to use. I absolutely adore this formula. Doesn't matter if I use a sponge or a brush, I always love how this turns out. I am really enjoying this type of a contour brush. This one happens to be from Delium Tools. It is their 945 contour brush. I do have a discount code for you guys down in my description box, as always, for Delium Tools. You get a little cash off of your purchase. I get a little kickback. I think I get like a free eyeshadow brush or something. If you're not comfortable using affiliate links, I totally understand. But just know that if you ever do decide to buy something from Delium Tools, you can get a discount using that code. But I've been loving using that for just more of a targeted bronze. And then on days where I'm like in a little bit more of a hurry or something, I'll use the butt of my sponge, and I like how it looks with that too. So I'm really, really loving this. And even more than that, I love that I'm finding products within my own collection that maybe I liked before, but now love because I'm using them so frequently in my project pans. The last thing that is in the tops this month is not a new product on the market, but it is new to me, and I've been testing it and trying it and really enjoying it over the last month or so, and that is the Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. This is the shade Bryn, which is black. And I just love this stuff. It is not what I'm wearing today because I am trying to get the last bits out of some of my other mascaras. But you have a pretty standard sort of what I call a Christmas tree style brush. It is silicone, however, so you should know that. But I just get the longest lashes out of this mascara. It is a tubing mascara, and if you're not familiar with what that means, this literally coats each lash in a tube. And so how you would remove this at night is that you would put some warm water. I use like a makeup remover cloth, and I put warm water on it, and I put that over my eyelids and let it set for just a minute maybe. And then I go through and you just pull the little tubes off. It's kind of a little bit of like, I kind of enjoy it a little bit because I'm weird like that. But I love this, and because it's a tubing mascara, because you have to use warm water to take it off, it's really good at not smudging. A lot of people prefer a tubing mascara for their lower lashes, especially. I just love this thing altogether, so I wanted to mention that. I only have one bottom this month, and this may not come as a surprise to some of you because I have ranted on this product a couple of times. I did put this product into my Partners in Cream in the March update because I just want to use this up and move it out of my collection. I am just over it. It comes from a brand that I love, but this is the first product that I just feel kind of disgusted with, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Concealer. The formula of this is fine. It's not special. I prefer, after having this one in Partners in Cream and having my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in my Shop My Stash for the month of March, I definitely prefer the Maybelline, and they're both similar. They both have this puffy applicator here. This thing just, I mean, you can see that the product only goes down to here. I don't feel like I've gotten this much use out of this product. It isn't special. I don't think it looks fantastic under my eyes. It is what I'm wearing today, but like any other concealer, it creases. I don't know. I just don't love this. I feel like there's probably a crap load of product in this sponge, whereas the Maybelline one, I don't feel like you end up with like caked, thick, drying product in the sponge. This one, I feel like you do. It's just not good. And I'm sad to say that, but I'm always honest with you guys. I love Charlotte Tilbury, but this product, I would not recommend at all. And then lastly, before we get into a channel announcement and a fun surprise, I just wanted to mention one product that was a standout from my Shop My Stash for the month of March. I like to check in about my Shop My Stash products in this video just to keep my Shop My Stash videos on the first first a little bit shorter, and so this month the product that stood out as a favorite was the Star Wars and ColourPop Mandalorian The Child palette, aka the Baby Yoda palette, and I really enjoyed this palette this month. It's so much more versatile than one would think, and strictly because you have this row of sort of very neutral shades. You have like the perfect transition for my skin tone, and then a nice mid to deep tone to darken things up, to put in a crease. And then this shade right here is very golden. I do think that you get two Super Shock shadows, and so these are a little bit more glittery, a little more like toppers. So it's Precious Cargo, and then this one is the Force. So the Force and Precious Cargo. I love the Super Shock shadow formula, so I'm not at all disappointed by that. And one thing to take in consideration is that because these are more Super Shock like topper type formulas, it makes the rest of the palette quite versatile, because you can layer these over the top of other shadows in the palette or any palette, and it's going to change the look of it just a little bit. I also think that the greens in this palette, whether matte or shimmer, are all very, very user-friendly. They aren't super bright or bold or anything like that on the eyes. They're very what I would call wearable greens. So if you like green, but you've been a little hesitant to dip your toe into that color, I think this palette's great. I'll put on the screen. I haven't checked recently if this is still available or if they restocked it or not, but I was pretty sure they restocked it recently. So anyways, the point isn't for you to go out and buy this palette, but that this was a real standout, and I really thoroughly enjoyed using this palette in the last month. So this is the part of the show where I typically share with you some channel updates, and I really don't have any channel updates this month, as much as I just want to share with you that for my Shop My Stash for the month of April, I'll be using all single shadows, only single shadows from my Beauty Junkies and Sydney Grace single shadow collection. So I won't be pulling any palettes, but a fun little extra that we're going to get into right now is that my daughter Hannah, who's about to turn 13, she'll be 13 by the time you see this video, she's going to create my custom palette of singles for the month of April. I did not give her any prompts other than the word spring. I have some thoughts in my mind already about shades that she might be leaning toward, but I gave her no limits, just gave her my Sydney Grace shadows and my Beauty Junkie shadows, and asked her to build me a 9 or 12 pan palette. And you guys are going to get to see that process right now. So because of that, and because of the YouTube terms and agreements or what have you, because she's going to be on camera, I won't be able to have comments on this video. So what I'm going to do is go ahead in my community tab and post the thumbnail from this video, so that if you'd like to comment about this video, if you want to say happy birthday to Hannah, if you want to tell her what a great job she did in producing this custom palette for me, you can pop on over to my community tab. If you go to my channel page, there is a tab up at the top where it says home, video, etc. There's a community tab there where I can communicate with you guys, and you can comment over there, or you can comment over on Instagram. You know, just comment if you want to, but I just wanted to make you aware of that. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into the part where Hannah's going to be picking and choosing some single shadows for me for my custom palette for the month of April.
Hi guys, I am supposed to pick some eyeshadows for springtime, so let's get into it. So I have this little palette. I can pick 9 to 12 shades, and 3 are supposed to be matte. So let's get into it. I am really liking some of these lighter shades, so I think I'm gonna go with Sorry, these are kind of hard to get out. I think first I'm going to go with this blue one. I just really like that one. And plus it matches my shirt today. I'm going to pick this one. It's kind of shimmery. I like to use shades like this sometimes. Next, I'm going to pick out this one. I really like this one. It's like duochrome, like a pink and a white. I really like that. I think that's fun. Next, when I think spring, I really like a lot of these shades. I don't know if they're very springy though. Ooh. I really like this one. This one's like orangish yellow. That one reminds me of spring, definitely. Next, I really want this holographic purpley one. It's not really holographic, but it's really pretty. How are you guys doing? I've been in school lately, and yeah, just been pretty chill. I just got off of spring break. I actually think I'm gonna replace, no. I think I'm gonna add this one. I really like this one. I think it's from Beauty Junkies. I think it's pretty neutral. Well, not neutral. I think it's a pretty color. Okay, so far I have these ones. It kind of reminds me of the Flower ColourPop palette, which I recently got, and I really like it. I got it for my birthday, which is tomorrow. Anyways, I think I'm gonna add in this minty green. I really like that one. Now I'm gonna add in a brown because I think that is really essential. A matte brown. I'm gonna go with this one. That one is, I think, from Beauty Junkies as well. Okay, so next I want to add in this bright green. I just think this very much screams summer and spring to me. And then this one. I really like this one. This one's like a light pink. And okay, I think this is my final palette for the month, for her month of April. So I got some lighter colors and some darker colors. Pretty much has, I didn't touch the green, this green palette, but I feel like this is more fall. So thank you guys for watching my little recording and have a great day.
Okay, we're back. As you can see, it's been a long time for me, but just a short time for Hannah. So she's gonna show me the palette that she created for me to use for the month of April. Ready? Should I close my eyes?
Sure.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Go. Ooh. That's really pretty. Look at that. You did a very good job.
Thank you.
Is there any shades you want to tell me why you picked them?
I mean, like, I feel like this area reminds me of the flower palette from ColourPop.
The flower palette?
From
the Bambi.
Yeah.
Flower from Bambi. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
I thought that I kind of organized it too.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like an actual palette.
Yeah.
The green, I just thought was really cool. And
Yeah.
purple's my favorite color.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I can see that we have a couple of Beauty Junkies, and
I incorporated some neutrals.
I'm excited. Let me know. Like I mentioned earlier, you guys won't be able to comment on this video because Hannah here is under the age of 18, if you can believe it. She's gorgeous. But you can go over to my Instagram and comment on the post about this video, or you can go to my community tab where I'll have a post about this video and you can comment to myself or Hannah there and let me know what you would like to see with this palette. Would you like to see 3 looks, 4 looks, no looks, 1 look? Let us know down below on those posts. And with all of that said, thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I appreciate your precious time, as does Hannah. And thank you to Miss Hannah for creating a custom palette for me for spring. It's really fun to have someone else pick your shades sometimes. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's definitely springy, which was the only prompt that I gave her. So thank you for watching today, and I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful makeup days, and I'll see you in my next video soon. Bye!